Where are we going, Samus?
Little Arctic Circle. They're still at it.
Hey, Slushy!
I'm mildly disturbed to see you torturing this elf.
Yeah, elf torturing should be left to us professionals.
Icebox don't mind. He likes it, don't you, Icebox? Icebox is very cooperative. It don't hurt that he's full up on Jolly Juice.
Not a boy and fat doggy friend.
I wish you'd quit calling me that.
What can I do for you, my good buddy?
This vampire curse, how does it work? Is it instantaneous?
No, my magic only sets process in motion. Cursed elf think himself safe now, but wait till he run into a vampire. Ha! Nothing can save him then.
I guess you curse a lot of guys.
Not so many. I cursed an interloper back at the tomb once, but that was 50 years ago.
Can you tell us how to say those hieroglyphics again? A foot, a snake, 2 squiggles, and a bird?
A foot, a snake.
How would you...
Foot, snake, squiggle, squiggle, bird.
Worse from...
Gee!
Just on a hypothetical, what would it mean if I found an inscription with a bat and 3 hands?
Ah, you've discovered the reverse curse.
What's the reverse curse?
Handa, handa, handa. That's the universal undo code in Egyptian magic. It negates any spell that come before.
Interesting.
As for bats, you know that's the vampire curse.
Right.
You're not giving vampire reverse curse to foul elf, are you?
Wouldn't dream of it. Keep on cursing.
Okie dokie.
Hey, Slushy! Get the dog in the suit. Nice hat, mister. What graveyard you digging up at? Toy store's closed for the day, gentlemen. To use, anyhow.
We've got a toy idea that'll knock your stripy socks off.
Lay it on us. If it's as good as you say, we'll happily hand this can of nuts over to you.
It's a toy biplane.
He's onto something there. Air travel's the latest thing. It can't miss. Snowcone, get the boys working on a prototype. Post haste. I'll spring it on the boss when he's good and jollied up on milk and cookies. It's a cinch he'll give us the old ho-ho-ho. Raises all around.
And you don't mind giving us that can?
Oh, that. I love to, Mac, but me friend here's sort of attached to it.
Yeah, it's like it's part of him.
What do you say we remove some parts from some elves?
After you.
Ow! Ow! Hey!
Stop! Ow! What's that stuff that comes out of them when they splatter?
Oh, sure. People use it to thicken eggnog.
Mine kinda nuts. But how did it get here? Ah! Not nice to mess with mole woman. Oh, my friend, I could paste on your lips a big kiss with much moist fluid from the mouth.
Yeah.
You have pried canna nuts from grasping clutches of loathsome elves.
Yep.
And now you have come to give can to Mole Woman.
Best if we hang on to it for the time being.
I see. Elves maybe are planning counterattack.
Right, and we need your help to counter the counterattack. Keep on cursing.
Okie dokie.
Who can penetrate the gate of the Sphinx? Be my guest. The gift may kick in on the next attempt. Impressive. Now for the supreme test. Can you pass the inner gate?
Samuth passed a quarter once.
You've done it! You have beaten the challenge of the Sphinx! You are the gifted one I have been searching for.
I'm the gifted one.
I'm his manager.
No matter, I've got tickets for both of you. Tomorrow morning, you set off for sunny Egypt aboard the Disorient Express.
Gee, thanks.
I may weep with gratitude.
But that's not all. An even more fabulous prize awaits you, and another challenge should you choose to accept it. I charge you with the task of delving into the actual tomb of Samun Mak and recovering the legendary Devil's Toy Box.
Is that all?
Say no more. We're on the case.
Time to roll out Plan B.
Score one for the great-grandparents.
Yeah, but I bet you Kringle and the elves beat them to the chest.
You're nuts. Don't listen to him, fellas.
And here they are, ladies and gentlemen, fresh from the triumphant tour of Lower Middle Egypt, the scourge of the mole people, treasure finders extraordinaire. Please welcome Samuth and Maximus.
Hi, folks. We didn't mean to interrupt the show. Here's that toy box you wanted. We'll be on our way.
Just as soon as you cop up our prize.
Of course, of course. But before I hand out the big reward, perhaps I can coax our intrepid adventurers into telling us a bit about their grand adventure.
Not much to it, really.
We came, we saw, we conquered. Hand over the loot.
So modest. No, I'm afraid my audience wants all the gory details. Don't you, friends? So tell me, Samuth and Maximus, to begin with, how was it you were able to pass through the mouth of the Sphinx?
After we got the can of nuts back from the elves, my little buddy and I squished into it and rode the Sphinx's tongue through the gate.
An astounding story, all the more convincing for being implausible.
Now do we get our...
However, once inside the tomb of Samun Mak, you were faced with many more dangers. Magic spells, deadly traps, bloodthirsty mole men. However, did you manage to beat the odds and secure the Devil's Toy Box?
What do we mean by the word secure?
Can any of us really say we are secure? This is painful.
I don't think we're ready for this part yet. Let's go back to an earlier reel.
Open this trunk! Open it this instant, do you hear me? You can't get rid of me this easily, I know by right. There are laws about locking children in trunks, you know. The law frowns on that sort of thing.
Keeping your mouth shut, keeping your mouth shut, keeping your mouth shut. Don't say a word.
Open up, I say!
We gotta hide!
I'm coming in! Huh. Could have swore there was somebody gabbing in here. Nobody here. Reckon I were wrong.
That was a close call.
Lucky for us, we played that tour in Gutter Demeron.
We sure put one over on that sap of a conductor, didn't we, partners?
Partners? For the last time, kid, you're not joining our outfit.
Nonsense! This is just the beginning. We've got an endless series of marvelous adventures ahead of us.
No fanfare.
You'll find it's not so easy to impress these Egyptian types with your magic act, little buddy. These jokers ingest sorcery with their mother's milk.
Speaking of which, it looks like we finally managed to lose that pesky baby Amelia Earhart.
By George, you're right. That was a clever move, pointing her at that mirage and telling her it was an oasis.
Little kids are so trusting.
Now, let's get down to the business at hand. We've got to find the Devil's Toy Box before it's scooped up by some disreputable tomb raiders.
More disreputable than us, you mean?
Look for a hidden passageway leading to an endless labyrinth. No doubt we'll encounter a dizzying array of fiendish death traps, but if we keep our wits about us...
Found it!
About time. Stop quaking with girlish timidity, Maximus.
It isn't that. It's my psychic aura. It's acting up again, Samus. Something within that toy box is calling out to me. Samus! It's a ventriloquist dummy!
Don't panic, little buddy. It could be a fake.
Well, well, what have we here? Tomb Raiders? Oh my, we haven't had a good raiding in nigh under 50 years. Now just sit tight for a minute. I'm afraid you caught us with our trousers down, so to speak. Haven't bothered to reset the security system in, I don't know how long. Now then, protection spell looks to be in order. There, that ought to do the trick. Nothing beats a good old-fashioned protection spell. Now don't touch that toy box if you value your hide.
You think it's safe to touch it now?
Ah, fudge. I was hoping these two would put up some kind of challenge.
I don't think that's the way the story's supposed to end. Let's back it up and try it again. That security spell is what's keeping us from nabbing the Devil's Toy Box.
That's the idea, Sonny. Did I cast that protection spell or didn't I? Can't remember. Well, no harm in giving it another shot.
There goes my aura again! I must have that dummy! Was that a...
Yes, little buddy? It looks like you got your asp.
And it's a big asp, too.
Come on, cutie. Come to Grandpa.
Why, you sly old rascal.
Whoa, stay back, fellas. I was talking to her.
Hello, boys.
Bouncing boomerangs at a barbecue. She's back.
Never underestimate an independent woman.
Ain't she a caution? Just like my granddaughter used to be not so long ago. Yeah, come on. Come to Grandpa. Grandpa's got toys.
I like toys.
You keep your distance. No tomb raiders allowed in the burial chamber.
Say, Gramps,
What can I do for you, gents?
I understand you mole people have a talent for throwing curses.
Here we go. Curses, curses. That's all anybody remembers about us mole people. We're good at dancing, too, but nobody ever wants to hear about that. Forgive the outburst, Sonny. What was it you wanted to know?
Your son Benny must have a pretty powerful curse.
You better believe it. The, SCXO Rejexo Hex fixes it so the very sound of your voice repels the opposite you-know-what.
I'll bet your darling granddaughter knows how to curse up a storm.
Well, let's just say her Holstein Hex might put you fellas in a bad mood. Once she's got it down pat, that is.
I hear around the neighborhood you're a pretty mean curser yourself.
Me? Sure, I've got a curse. The bad luck whammy. But I haven't used it in ages.
It's like whistling or taxidermy. You never really forget.
Come on, hit us with your best shot.
You? I wouldn't put a curse on a couple of nice fellas like you. I only curse people I hate.
About enough about curses.
There's something else you want to know?
Say, Gramps, you know that spell of protection you put on the devil's toy box? We just cracked it.
Yep, we nabbed the treasure and we're on our way. Just stopped in to say goodbye.
Nice try, fellas. That security spell is pretty near foolproof, I reckon. I cast it many times, and it ain't failed me yet.
Nice blocks.
Hieroglyphic blocks. Used them to teach my little Nefertiti how to spell way back in the day. Come on, princess. Gramps has some blocks for you to play with.
Can I have them?
You're a little old to be playing with blocks, ain't you?
How about you let us come in, and we'll toss the baby over to you?
No, sir. Baby's gotta come to Grandpa all on her own, some. And then Grandpa'll tell her stories and pinch her little fat cheeks.
Lord help us.
Stay vague.
Eh?
Psst. Hey, baby Amelia Earhart. We were terribly distraught to lose you back there in the desert.
Yes, I could see that at the time, from the way your shoulders were shaking with grief as you ran away. Or was it laughter? Anyway, fortunately for me, a caravan happened to be passing through the area. Bandits. They saw me there and picked me up. I don't speak much Arabic, but I did manage to gather something about my fetching an attractive price at the slave bazaar in Marrakesh. That would have been the end of the story, I suppose, if their chief hadn't carelessly left his scimitar within reach and if I weren't such an expert swordsman. Swordswoman.
Yes, well, don't wander off again.
Next time, something serious could happen.
That nice and only vaguely creepy old man over there wants to play with you.
Yes, I know. And you want me to toddle over on my adorable little footsie, so he'll bounce me on his knee and pinch my fat little cheeks and tell me suffocatingly dull stories about bunny rabbits. Also, you can sneak in behind his back and make off with his jewel-encrusted scarab collection or something. I wasn't born yesterday, you know.
My, you are a clever little imp.
Too clever for you, I'm afraid. I've no intention of being a pawn in your game, whatever it is, and I think I've a pretty good idea. Besides, I detest being slobbered over by geriatrics. I find it highly demeaning. I'm a liberated baby, you know. To hell with that Gucci-goo nonsense. This is the 20th century!
What you doing in there, baby Amelia Earhart?
Studying the graves of the ancient tomb guardians. I'm on the verge of a major discovery. If my hunch is correct, this place was once home to a race of mole men.
Come on, baby Amelia Earhart. Go see Grandpa.
Not in a million years.
Be a good girl.
Woman. Good woman.
Hey, Gramps, who's in the sarcophagus?
Well, let's see if you can guess. You're in the tomb of Sam and Mac.
Wait, don't help us.
Tourist brochures, eh? Planning a little vacation?
Yep, Benny and the kid think I could do a little airing out. Been in this tomb so long, I'm starting to grow mold. Problem is, there's just so many darn places to visit. Say, where are you boys from?
You wouldn't have heard of it. A little town called Stuttgart.
Stuttgart? You mean to tell me I've been standing here talking to a couple of dang nab-dad-blasted Stuttgarterians?
What's your language, Gramps?
No cursing in the burial chamber.
Oh, you ain't experienced cursing till you got a snoot full of my extra spicy bad luck whammy.
Call it. Heads or tails?
Tails. No, heads. Hell, no, tails.
You lose.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-wee!
Huh?
Over here! You are wanting the devil's toy box, yeah? I can help you, but you must help me first.
How'd a European gent like yourself wind up on a two-dimensional surface like this?
I am but a poor student of the antiquities. I came to Egypt in order to make sketches of the tomb decorations. Little did I expect I would become a tomb decoration myself.
Who did this to you?
The moles. They are completely verrückt. Especially the old one. At first he played the kindly grandfather, but then without warning he turned on me like the vicious wild beast and cursed me with bad luck. I tried to flee, but the way out was blocked by a nasty mole woman with a cheesy accent. She threw another curse at me. In my confusion, I blundered into a tripwire and poof! Curse number 3. And here I am.
What's your problem? Bad accent?
No, I have been confined on this accursed wall for decades. You must free me. Bitte?
What do we need to do to get you down from there?
Do you see the bust of Samun Mak? There's a secret clasp underneath it. Release the clasp and I am released from the wall. Your grateful servant.
How do we get to the bust?
That is the good question.
You know how to break the spell of protection over the toy box?
Natürlich. During my long confinement here, I have had much opportunity to study the mole magic.
Then why can't you undo your own curse?
Alas, I have the limited mobility up here. You undo my spell, I'll help undo yours.
Hang tight.
I'm good at that. I'm free! I'm free! Oh, glorious third dimension! Oh, blessed relief! I'm free! And you're not. So sorry. Gotta run.
Wait,
You said you'd help us land the devil's toy box.
Do not be silly. What would a couple of bas-reliefs want with a toy box? Just...
we can't make it there from here.
Infidels! Vipers! You have removed the sacred bust of Samun Mak. For your sins, you must remain on this wall.
Okay, fair enough. For how long?
For eternity!
I don't get it.
I'm sorry to threaten you, but my little buddy here knows every show tune ever written. And unless you take us off this wall, he's going to sing them all for eternity.
Give my regards to Broadway.
Silence!
Okay, for reals, there's gotta be some way around this stuck on the wall for eternity hoo-ha.
Well...
Yeah? Come on.
Well, we have to let you off if you can answer the riddle of the Sphinx.
Which no one ever has.
Look, I shouldn't say anything, but my friend here, he's the one.
The one?
You know, the one.
Like in the prophecies.
Prophecies?
Didn't you get some prophecies about a great powerful something or other with a magical thing?
When we get home, I'm gonna have a little talk with my agent. Excuse me, I need to use the little Pharaoh's room.
You'll have to hold it a while.
How long?
For eternity!
I still don't get it.
Let's hear the riddle.
All right. You who raid the Pharaoh's tomb, much deserving of your doom. If you want to save your hide, tell us what the gods deride.
What the gods deride. To cut the cucumber lengthwise?
Boy, that's a good one!
Never gets old, does it?
We're free!
And we've still got the bust of Salmon Mac. Two doorways.
Halt! 2 doorways.
I just said that.
The doorway of life and the doorway of death. Choose aright, and you will pass through to the Chamber of Delight, wherein our greatest treasure resides. Choose a wrong.
A wrong?
And a mighty scimitar will strike from above and slice you cleanly in half. Proceed, if you dare.
Whee!
After you, little buddy.
No, after you!
Ha! It appears your luck has finally run out!
That was a gruesome ending.
Yes, but not the gruesome ending we're looking for. Let's back it up and try it again.
Hey! Don't throw things through the doorway of death! Do you want to dull the blades? You keep your distance. No tomb raiders allowed in the burial chamber.
Say, Gramps,
What can I do for you, gents?
I understand you mole people have a talent for throwing curses. We were only kidding about being from Stuttgart.
Yeah, we hate those Stuttgartarians as much as you do.
Oh, well then, I take the curse back.
Hey, look, a 4-leaf clover.
Our bus must have busted the mechanism. Say, buddy.
Yes?
So, I hear you throw a mean curse.
Well, a father's got to protect his daughter's virtue, doesn't he? The sexo-rejexo hex makes for quite the deterrent. You'd be surprised how few boys come tomcatting around here. Huh. But don't worry. I only use the curse on fellows she has a crush on. And, well, I don't mean to be cruel, but you're hardly her type.
Sweet relief.
Is that the scimitar there, over the...
Don't look! Don't look! The doors of life and death are supposed to be a surprise!
Your daughter keeps threatening to curse us.
Well, she needs the practice. But I'm sure you fellows don't want to experience the Holstein hex. It's utterly devastating.
Any other curses we should be aware of?
Pop's got a good one. The bad luck whammy. But he never gets riled enough to use it.
We ran into this mole person back in New York. Kerchief, obsessed with a can of nuts.
Natasha! My darling little pudding snout. Tell me, what was she up to?
Cursing elves, mostly.
Still doing what she loves most.
Answer me something, Pops. Why is it the moles back in New York speaking this funny dialect, and you talk just the same way we do?
I'm sorry, what did you say? I'm completely thrown by your accent.
Will you please tell your daughter to stop making indecent proposals to us?
My daughter? You?
It's flattering, of course, but a clear violation of workplace guidelines on sexual harassment.
Stop saying that! You're like the grossest guys I've had the unfortunate displeasure to meet. Ever!
Indulging in a bit of wishful thinking, eh, fellas?
Come on, sweetie. Tell them how much you love us.
How much I love you? Negative 10 billion? That's how much.
Puppy love. Cute, isn't it?
Yeah, but I wish she wouldn't get her lip liner all over my fur.
Oh, barf!
She doesn't sound infatuated to me.
Come on, sweetie. Tell them how much you love us.
How much I love you?
Can you convince the old guy to take down his protection spell and let us have the Devil's Toy Box?
The Devil's Toy Box? The treasure we moles have been guarding for 6,000 years?
Yeah.
No.
Hey, buddy, you know anything about an elderly mole man with specs?
Sure, that's my pop. He guards the burial chamber.
Love to stay and chat, but we got a tomb to raid.
Oh.
Whee!
There we see the body of Saman Mak, borne to the tomb by the Mole Guardians. They say it was the costliest burial of all time.
Now that's what I love about this country. You guys know how to throw a classy funeral.
Saman Mak the Great, at the zenith of his power.
Gee, I want to be a god king!
Saman Mak discovers the Devil's Toy Box, the moment that changed the course of history. Young Saman Mak started life as a humble frog catcher, but fate intervened.
Hold it right there, buckos! Can't you read hieroglyphics?
It's a turn and a leaf.
Exactly. Turn and leaf. The two of us want to be alone. We happen to be sharing a super intimate moment. Marquis, lover boy?
Lover boy?
It's the dummy!
His name is Charlie Hotep. Now, are you gonna keep away, or do I have to sick spot on you? What?
So what happens if we decide to just saunter right in?
Do you want me to set my ass on you?
No, no! Oh, please, God, anything but that!
Listen, kid, I know your feelings for Charlie Hotep are very, well...
Dysfunctional?
But I'm going to have to insist you turn him over to my pal here.
Charlie and me are soulmates.
Right. As if. Charlie and I have a perfect understanding. Just try and come between us, and I'll put a curse on you that'll curl your toes.
We can't just leave. We went through so much to get here.
The doorways of life and death, you mean?
Right.
Dad built that. It's like supposed to discourage shooters. As if I need him always watching over me. God, so embarrassing.
What's your curse, little girl?
The whole scene hex. But I'm not very good at it yet.
Your father said something about finding his greatest treasure in here.
Yeah, so you found her. But don't start getting any ideas. I've already found my dream boy.
I'm truly happy for all of us.
Stay sullen, kid.
Shut up!
I'm not too keen on spending time inside his digestive tract.
Not without protection, anyway.
Come on, Charlie. Make a break for it.
That's it! You violated my inner sanctum!
Ew.
Go get him, Spot! A can of nuts for our tea party? You're the best little snake in the whole world. Well, Charlie, you finally got me alone. Now's your chance to murmur those 3 little words.
We're out of here.
Huh? You! See how you like Nefertiti's curse! Wait a minute, how does it go? Oh yeah!
Maximus!
No! For the love of God, no!
Say something, little buddy.
Moo.
Whew, he's all right. Practice makes perfect, kid. I'm sure you'll improve.
Oh, I hate you! You ruined my whole life!
Charlie, you and I are going to make beautiful music together. Now, let me show you how this 2 doorways gizmo works.
Huh? No, that wasn't me.
By the way, Nefertiti, you were adopted.
Oh, thank God!
Huh? No, that wasn't me.
Nefertiti, you're grounded for life.
I've been grounded for life my whole life!
Huh? No, that wasn't me.
Psychic ventriloquism.
Bye, Dad. I'm off to Paris to become a courtesan.
You are not.
What? I didn't say anything.
Hey, Dad, how do you reverse the protection spell on the toy box?
Well, first you... Nefertiti? Not in front of THEM.
What? I didn't say anything.
Go ahead and take the gummy. I was through with it anyhow.
What? I didn't say anything.
I can't hold it inside any longer. I love you, Samus and Maximus. I want to be your mole. I want to have your puppies. There, I've said it.
Nefertiti!
hiding?
If I hadn't just heard it with my own ears, I'd have never believed it.
But it wasn't?
I've got no choice but to blast you fellows with the Sexo Rejexo hex. Brace yourselves. Until the curse wears off, the very sound of your voice will repulse the opposite sex.
Hi there.
You keep your distance. No tomb raiders allowed in the burial chamber.
Wanna go on a ride?
Psychic ventriloquism.
Say hi to Grandpa!
Well, look who dropped in. Ain't you a lively little wiggler?
I'm afraid I must be going.
Wait, Grandpa's got a story for you. Once upon a time, in a far-off kingdom, there was a family of adorable bunny rabbits. Now, these little rabbits lived in a hole at the bottom of a fir tree. And that seemed like a contradiction, doesn't it? A tree with fur on it. But it was a funny forest. Little bunnies. Well, one day, these bunnies come out from under the tree.
Hiya, Samoon Mac.
Nice place you got here.
But bit the heads off.
Graveyard of the Moles.
Oh, life is cruel. Little scamp got away. Come on back out, baby. Grandpa's got lots more stories for you. Whoops. Let you slip in, did I? Well, I guess you can stay.
Say, Gramps.
Eh? Oh, it's you. Snuck past my death trap, did you rascals? Well, you beat me fair and square. What can I do for you?
I understand you mole people have a talent for throwing curses. Your son Benny just put this Sexo Rejexo hex on us.
Oh, did he now? You must have caught the eye of young Nefertiti, am I right? Well, I hope you're partial to long-distance love affairs, 'cause that's all you're getting. For a while, anyway.
About enough about curses.
There's something else you want to know?
Stay vague.
Eh?
Hey, we're the meat-based version of us again.
Now, to scramble this security spell. Great, they're welded in place. It's a perfectly fine protection spell, but I think we can improve it. Now that's an inscription.
What's all the commotion? Did I forget to cast the protection spell?
Look! No moles in sight. Stone Guardian guys, otherwise occupied.
Unbreakable spell of protection, broken.
Nothing standing between us and that toy box but air. Come on, little buddy, let's go get it.
That's it? No final embrace? No slow fade? No interminable credit sequence with cheesy pop cover of the title tune?
No, it ain't over yet, little buddy. We've still got the most important reel to go, remember? I think the story's about to come to a head. And speaking of coming to a head, I need to duck out for a minute. Don't you start the last reel without me.
So tell me, Samuth and Maximus, to begin with, how was it you were able to pass through the mouth of the Sphinx?
After we got the can of nuts back from the elves, my little buddy and I squished into it and rode the Sphinx's tongue through the gate.
Once inside the tomb of Samon Mak, you were faced with many more dangers. Magic spells, deadly traps, bloodthirsty mole men. However did you manage to beat the odds and secure the Devil's Toy Box?
Cleverly noting that Grandpa Mole took his cues from a hieroglyphic inscription, we turned ourselves into bas-relief tomb carvings, shuffled over to the marquee where the inscription was located, and added additional glyphs which had the effect of reversing the spell.
And also we got eaten and spit up by an asp.
What a strange and compelling, if convoluted, story. Audience, give them a hand for what they've been through. And the adventure does not end there. I'm told that you two were victims of a brazen daytime heist on the train ride back from Egypt. Can you tell the audience how you managed to thwart the thief and recover the treasure?
We recovered the box through a surprising plot twist.
Oh? What?
If we told you, it wouldn't be a surprise.
The robbery was committed by none other than that irrepressible scamp, baby Amelia Earhart.
She almost got away with it, but we were a little too tough for her.
A resourceful duo, don't you agree?
That's nice. Now, how about that reward?
Fear not, my talented little logomorph. You will receive your reward, right?
No!
My dear Maximus, you have been chosen to play the starring role in the greatest spectacle of the age, the summoning of Yog-Sagoth.
The hell I have! Where's Samet?
Yog-Sagoth, most terrible of the Ancient Ones, banished from this earthly plane for 6 long millennia. But you, with your extraordinary psychic gift, you will intone the words to bring him from the realm of darkness into the light.
The hell I will!
Yes, the hell you will. If you refuse to play your role, a certain friend of yours will meet an unfortunate demise.
Samet!
An unfortunate demise in a vat of flesh-eating ants.
Yikes!
Are you sure this role is me?
You are the one with the gift. Which reminds me. Can't have you pulling any funny business.
All right then, let's get it over with. Cue up the entrance music.
Yog-Sagoth, primal prince of chaotic night, descend to us through the writhing wastes of utter darkness. We summon thee with the deathless words from the Book of Abominations. Now you say, Umke Onine, the utter race Einfe.
Okay, on Ine, the other ways ein fei.
It's happening!
Yeah, well, we aim to please. Catch you around.
Wait, one little thing I forgot to mention. Yog-Sagoth demands the sacrifice
That's your problem.
of the one in the summoning circle.
What the?
Such a pity. Welcome, my lord.
Whoa, forget this. Scenes like this are unsuitable for impressionable viewers like me. Yeah, I'm not feeling it. What's my motivation supposed to be?
Abject fear.
Right.
Now you say, on Ine, the other ways ein fei.
Yog-Sagoth, when your body waxes raw.
What are you doing?
I thought it'd be nice if he had a theme song.
Say your line.
Looks like the counterweight for the moon.
Yikes.
Nice atmospheric touch. Looks like the counterweight for one of the stars. The nostrils are shut. Onto the dark side, Charlie?
Now you say, on Ine, the other ways ein fei.
Okay, Onion. Secondhand smoke.
Tone. Now you say,
I see him. There he is, in the chest.
Yog-Sagoth?
Tentacles, glowing red eyes. Yep, gotta be him. Shorter than I expected him to be.
Let me see. Where?
Look close.
Lies! I won't tolerate any more of your tricks. Say the words or face the consequences.
This is where my skee-ball expertise pays off.
Charlie, am I glad to see?
Now you say, on Ine, the other...
There he is!
You're not messing with me?
Aren't you a cute little demon?
Let me see. Where?
Look close. Okay, on Ine, the other ways ein fei.
Uh-oh.
Well, that was impressively grotesque.
We certainly gave the audience their money's worth, wouldn't you say, folks? What about this thing?
Oh, that's right. Can't have the Devil's Toy Box falling into any other villainous hands.
Where should we stash it?
Fellas, I appreciate your thinking of us, but we don't do that old world hocus pocus anymore. I got a nice dry cleaning business, and Nefertiti's going to school for...
Dad, I told you! It isn't Nefertiti anymore. It's Bubbles.
Sorry we can't help you, but you see how it is.
Yeah, we see how it is. Come on, Maximus.
Boy, America sure has changed these guys. I hardly recognize them. Look, Samuth, they even slice their cucumbers lengthwise.
What? Ich kann diese Dose Fiesel einzefeld. It is true. Papa, have we fallen so far? We have forgotten our heritage. We have forgotten we are moles.
Okay, we'll take the toy chest back.
Great! Keep us posted if...
But you've got to help us guard it.
You will live here in this boiler room with us. There's plenty of space.
How about we compromise? Our kids will open an office in the building and help you keep an eye on the chest.
We've got kids?
Shut up, Maximus.
It's a deal. Now let's see. We'd better cast that spell of protection to keep it safe.
Let me do it, Dad!
Stand over there so you don't get zapped by the magic.
Wouldn't want to do that.
Let's see. How does it go again?
The Holstein Hex! You're not turning me into no cow!
Maximus!
You know, there's a great basement apartment opening up on 83rd Street. 2 bedrooms, built-in washer-dryer.
Two skeletons, 4 mouldering reels of film, and 1 buried toy box. A century-old story, now forgotten in the sub-basement of history. But the past has a disconcerting tendency to claw through the freshly laid sod of the present and wrap its cadaverous fingers around the entrails of the future.
Well, that took longer than expected. The restroom in the train station was closed, so I had to... Hey! You watched the ending without me, didn't you, you malevolent little fiend? So tell me, what was the big final act twist? Samuth and Maximus dragged underground by sex-crazed anarchist sewer rats? Come on, little buddy, don't keep me in suspense. Obviously, the story was moving towards some mind-boggling final twist. So what was it? Max, what's wrong with... you? Little buddy?
Keep your hands and arms inside the vehicle at all times. The ride is about to get twisty.